So New Year's Eve is just hours away, and the police minister wants us all in bed and tucked in by 9 p.m, but inevitably people are going to transgress the law. So how will the new lockdown measures be enforced tonight? I want to talk to Brigadier Mathapelo Peters from the SAPS. Brigadier, good afternoon to you. Are you confident that the curfew is going to be respected?
Good afternoon to you, Jeremy, and good afternoon to the viewers. Well, based on our experience since the imposing of the lockdown as far back as March this year, we are anticipating there will be some level of contravention, and we are ready for that because besides the lockdown itself, we have our operational plans which were to enforce the law during the Safer Festive Season campaign. So we are anticipating a level of contraventions, but we are ready for that.
Which areas are you most worried about, particularly in Gauteng? I mean, obviously we know that Hillbrow in previous years has always been a hotspot.
Look, in terms of our operational plan, we will be out there in all the 5 districts across the province. So our district commissioners will be leading operations there. However, as history has taught us that Hillbrow, Johannesburg Central, as well as Soweto, these have been the problematic areas. But, Jeremy, I must say last New Year's, which was still this year, when we did our operations and we drove around in the CBD in Hillbrow, it was very, very different from previous years. The people were behaving, it was peaceful, they were happy to see the police. So we are hoping for that same kind of discipline and behavior from our public. But like I said, we are still making room for those who will deliberately be transgressing the law.
Brigadier, how are you going to enforce the wearing of masks, particularly when you are confronted with people who transgress?
Well, we do have our plans in place. The regulations do stipulate that people must wear masks when in public spaces. So according to the regulations, the person must be warned first, which we will do. But we will also take into consideration that there could be those genuine cases where people do not have masks. So we will be trying our best to ensure that where we can, we will supply people with masks. But where we see that it is deliberate, it is just blatant defiance, then unfortunately the person would have to be arrested and perhaps pay an admission of guilt fine or face an imprisonment term, or both.
I presume that the SAPS is preaching, though, a message of restraint to its members tonight.
Yes, indeed we are, because besides our members having been given the message to enforce the law within the confines of the law and try not to be heavy-handed, we are also appealing to our members to stay safe, because just this morning alone we have over 2 police stations that have already been evacuated for decontamination, but we are making alternative arrangements so that service delivery is not disrupted. But we are engaging with our members. We are hoping for maximum cooperation from both our members as well as the public.
You're also no doubt looking for illegal liquor trading. There have been some threats, I read, of some traders saying they're just going to flout the regulations anyway.
Well, since Monday, Jeremy, while the president was still addressing, we have been confiscating liquor. We have found some people who were trading or selling liquor illegally against what is stipulated in the regulations. So we will definitely be doing those raids as well to ensure that nightclubs, taverns, and all these other places of entertainment are indeed closed and not operating. But we will have no mercy for people who deliberately flout the law.
And ahead of that 9 p.m. curfew, I'm assuming you will be working closely with Metro Police in terms of roadblocks.
Yes, sure. Our operational plans in terms of the Safer Festive Season campaign are integrated. Our approach in Gauteng has been that, where we conduct integrated operations. So right now, our normal crime prevention duties have started. We've seen Tshwane Metro Police in Pretoria, the JMPD also out and about, but these will intensify from later this evening, where we will start with roadblocks to ensure road safety. We still find that some motorists just take to the steering wheel after having consumed alcohol. We will be dealing with those, as well as roadworthiness. But later on, in anticipation of festivities, people lighting fireworks and crickets, we will also be getting into the residential areas. And like I said that earlier this past New Year's, we had a high level of discipline from the people in Hillbrow and other places in Gauteng. We will not be complacent. We will still be visiting these areas just to make sure that there is maximum compliance with the regulations as well as a high level of discipline.
Appreciate you joining us. Remember the curfew, 9 o'clock tonight. Brigadier Mathapelo Peters from the South African Police Service.